Man, you know what we do on the Tuesdays, man. We bring special guests in the building. We also got Alpha Villain in the building. Shout out to my man AV. He's coming up in a little bit. Shout out to my man DBIC. He in the building, you know what I mean? Making sure we right. Shout out to King Genius Afi in the building. Afi was good. I hope you're ready for me. We doing new schedules, man. And you somewhere in there, man. You definitely somewhere in there, man. So we're going to get ready to talk to him soon, man. Shout out to DJ Drop that walked in the building as well. Shout out to everybody that was in the building yesterday, man, how we broke some records, and it was awesome night last night, man. Yeah, man, we broke some records. And tomorrow night we got that R&B mix that ladies been asking for. So tomorrow I'm going to get on them turntables and do that R&B mix for the ladies, all right, man? I need everybody to buy a badge. I need everybody to go ahead and also share the live. You know what it is, man. And we're gonna keep things popping over here for you and yours. Now, you know, the show's always, you know, everybody's always bringing stuff by me, man. So, you know, I just want to give a big shout to General Public Services. You know what I mean? They've been hooking it up, man, and yeah, they bought goodies. You know what I mean? They sent goodies. You know what I mean? So shout out to General Public Services. They even put me on their podcast. It's been a great situation with them boys, man. So, you know, I appreciate that, man. Don't forget this Monday, too, man. Scott Store's DJ Epps Yacht Party. Everybody, man, if you want to join, you're more than welcome. Hit that DM, man, and I'll send you the information. The Yacht Party is this Monday at 12 p.m. DJ Epps Scott Store's Yacht Party. You don't want to miss out on that, all right, man? Also, November 27th, everybody's talking about the Keith Murray, Rod Digger, DJ Epps Day Party in Miami, Wynwood. It's gonna be a problem, man. So yeah, man. Yo, put it in the calendar. All right. Thanksgiving weekend. After your belly's full in Thanksgiving, man, it's gonna be crazy. November 27th, the day party at the joint in Miami, Wynwood is gonna be crazy, man. So you need to go ahead and be part of that. Keith Murray performing live, Rod Digger performing live, Weedham Zoes performing live, DJ Epps. I'm gonna be on them turntables heavy, and it's gonna be a problem, all right, man. And there he goes right there, man. Tuesdays, you know, I bring my man AV Alpha Villains in the building to hang out with me on Tuesdays to discuss what's going on. And today we got a special guest in the building, and about like 10:30 exactly. You know how we do. We're gonna bring in actor, director J.D. Williams from The Wire and Oz and all of that. HBO, you know my guy, man. So we're going to bring him in at 10:30. So get ready for J.D. Williams, all right? Hey, B, what up, baby?
What's good? What's good? What's good?
Well, you know what it is, man. You know what it is. We just here. It's a beautiful Tuesday. Dwayne just stepped in the building and bought a badge. He is not playing. That's what I'm talking about, Dwayne.
Word. Salute. Shout out to Team Epps. We back in the building, man. How you doing?
You like you just woke up. You all right, man? You good?
I'm grinding. Yeah, you know, I'm grinding, B. But I'm good. I'm happy to be here, man. Shout out to Team Epps, everybody. We rocking out, man, every Tuesday night. You already know.
So how's the morning show going on, man? I love what I've been hearing, man. And I have to call you right before the show, man, because I wanna do something that you gave me an idea. But we'll talk off the air afterwards, man.
You know? Yeah. I appreciate you. Yeah, man. I got the morning shows popping, man. You know what I mean? I'm getting a lot of feedback, a lot of constructive feedback. The buzz is good. You know, I'm learning. I'm growing on camera, man. You know, I wouldn't be as comfortable on camera and on the mic if it wasn't for you. You know what I mean? So you already know, man. It's definitely a situation, man. But I'm grinding, man. It's cool, man. Finish your breakfast with AV. Monday through Friday, 8:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on YouTube, man. Alpha Villains, check me out there, bro. I think you'll enjoy it.
Nah, you definitely comfortable, man, and I love the new layout and everything, man. You know what I mean? Yeah. The you know, shirt came through with the microphones and everything, man. So I hit mine's up, man. The microphone's coming soon, so yeah, man.
Let's go. You know yeah. So, we got. Yeah, appreciate you, man. Yeah, we got some surprises in store for everybody, man. You know what I mean? Like I said, man, it's important. We got to get creative, man. You know what I mean? Last year, it really put everybody in a situation where to see how you going to get creative. You know what I mean? Sometimes things get taken away from you and you got to make the best of it. So just tap into your gifts, man. Monetize your gifts. Life doesn't have one blueprint. You know what I mean? You ain't got to just go to school and shit and work a 9-to-5 to be happy and be successful. So everybody's got the ability to tap in.
Definitely. Shout out to Mr. Cooper tapping in. DJ Drop,
Peace.
I see you. Killing those
Peace.
them blends, man. I'm gonna be on his blendathon. I don't know the date, but it's the day after Christmas, and on Sunday at 10 o'clock, I'm gonna do a Christmas special blend mix. It's gonna be crazy, so look out for that, man. Yeah.
You got the crazy. Yo, Epps is gonna do the crazy R&B mix tomorrow too, yo. Those are my favorite mixes from Epps, bro. For anybody who don't know, Epps got the crazy R&B mix. That's back in the day. But he got a crazy R&B mix coming out tomorrow, man. Stay tuned for that.
Yeah, 10 o'clock, man, ladies. Fellas too, man, you know, y'all on a date. Y'all may want to put that on, man. It's going to be crazy, all right? Shout out to King and D just walked in the building.
Peace, King.
D.
Let's go.
Before we even touch on a couple of things, I just got to say, man, thank you to everybody that made me reach 100,000 followers. That meant a lot for me to wake up in the morning and you know, I know it was based off that interview with LJ and Ray Angry, you know what I mean? You know, those two, you know, they have Ray Angry, you know, he does stuff with the Roots and a lot of people, John Legend and everything. But that boy LJ, man, he's a young cat in California with 3 million viewers, man. So all his people really tapped in on me, man, and that helped me get to a big point, to 100,000 followers, man. So welcome to everybody to Team Epps that's following right now. That's on YouTube, Twitch, especially on Instagram, man. All smart TVs, man. Welcome to Team Epps. Thank you for hitting 100,000 followers. I appreciate that, man.
Yeah, man, what a milestone, man. Congratulations to you. You know what I mean? It's all about persistence. You know what I'm saying? We talked about Squid Games last week. 10 years it took the homie to get to where it is right now. Epps has been grinding, and I salute you, bro. You one of my inspirations too, because you grind like you just came out the gate, like you still wet behind the ears, man. And you a vet and an OG in this shit. So congratulations to you on that, bro.
I appreciate that, man. So what's up, man? What's going on in the world, man? What's popping out there, man? I seen a couple of weird stuff happening. I saw a couple of disturbance. I saw a couple of shockers. You know what I mean? Where you want to start?
Yeah. Let's start with I don't know if anybody's seen this, but there was a video, a viral video that was going around. I believe it's in New York. There was a Karen, a Caucasian lady, in a train station. She was in the train. The train was packed. And some man, an African-American man, was antagonizing her, right? So he forbid her to say something in particular. I don't remember what it was. She repeated it, and he punched her in her grill, bro. He just punched her dead in her grill. Bang.
In front of her man.
In front of her man, in front of everybody in the goddamn train. Now, the train is packed. If you've ever been in New York, it's packed. It's like sardines. This dude caught her with a right hook, bro. Bang. And Epps and I, we talked about it. I mean, we shared it with each other because that's what we often do. And that shit pissed me off, bro. That shit pissed me off.
Like that whole train should have got on top of him. I'm gonna be honest with you, or pushed him out while the train was moving in front of his kids or something. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Facts. Yeah, man. We don't promote domestic violence. We don't promote putting your hands on a woman at all. But at the same time, she did not deserve to get that punch. And it just goes to show you, man, how people really don't care. They'll be more interested in watching you than getting involved. You know what I'm saying? And really apprehending that dude. That dude needs to be burned, bro. That dude needs to be beaten. You know what I mean? Fed to the rats.
I totally agree, man. And that girl took that punch like a champ. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know what she said. I didn't see that part. I didn't hear that part. You know, I don't know what she said, but at the end of the day, she didn't deserve that blow. Like,
yeah.
Karen
it's
or
crazy.
Any devil person took you out your character to go do that, man, that just shows what type of person you are. And even for her man to stand there and watch her get decked like that, I'm sorry, man. That was straight pussy shit, like straight up and down.
That's facts. That's big pussy shit. But yo, let's segue into this though. So now let's talk about domestic violence. So we already talked about Stevie J, man. Stevie J filed for divorce with Faith Evans, bro.
Yo. that was one of them that just came out of left hook. Like, I would expect it from Faith filing the divorce. Stevie, like, what happened? Are you missing your old days? Is she not cooking? Is she not doing what she's supposed to be doing as wifey? What is your absolute reason? I didn't get it. Please tell me. Did you find anything, AB?
Yeah. So I did some research and shit. So first things first. When I found out they were getting married, that was a shocker. So I was like, damn, this might be for real, because Stevie J, we all know Sleazy J. He been with Jocelyn, Mimi. He been around and shit. So when he went with Faith Evans, I was like, this dude must really love this lady. So I was really rooting for them. But when I saw the fact that he filed for divorce, I was like, damn, that really kind of took me by surprise. And allegedly, the reason why he's filing for divorce is because of domestic violence on her part. She's swinging on him, putting hands on him.
Faith.
Listen, we do not promote violence to women, but at the same time, it is not, a woman cannot put her hands on a man, bro. You can't do that, because you know what I'm saying? You got to keep your hands in your pocket. You know what I mean?
You got to control your emotions.
And knowing Stevie, he probably was doing some wild shit. You know what I mean? Staying at the studio late. And Faith already knows the drill, and she probably was just not having it. And she tried to check the homie.
Yeah, I believe so, man. But like you said, we don't promote no violence, man. Faith, keep your hands to yourself. I don't think that was right. And if Stevie's filing for a divorce, I'm sorry, but that's the right thing to do. Like,
absolutely.
The right thing to do.
Yeah, you can't be in a toxic relationship like that, man. I mean, at the end of the day, man, life is too damn short. I mean, we've all gotten our heart broken before. We all know what it is, man. You know what I mean? Right now, when in relationships are great as long as everybody's playing their part, man. If you're not playing your part, somebody is, bro, then it is what it is. It's just not worth it. You know what I mean?
Absolutely right. Listen, man, in 15 minutes, we got J.D. Williams, actor, director from Oz, from The Wire. He coming through, man. He's going to come hang out with us, man, in about 15 minutes.
Bodie.
Yeah, man. What say it again?
His character's name was Bodie.
Yeah, that's right. Shout out to Kristen in the building. Rick Torres was popping. Dwayne,
peace.
I appreciate the badge. Buying a badge, definitely tough. Tiff in the building, I appreciate you buying the badge, man. Just Vibe Music in the building. We had a great time last night breaking records. I'm gonna be honest with you. We had a ball. Yeah, man. New Music Mondays.
Yeah.
Another segment. You know what I mean? In the DJ Epps and Friends show, Monday to Friday, 10 p.m. Eastern.
The lineup.
Yeah, man.
That's what it is.
They send in submissions. They send in the bag. They want me to break the record. So that's a great situation. So New Music
That's
Monday,
a great situation. That's a great situation. Who saw the Kanye West interview though? Let's talk about that real quick.
Man, honestly, that was needed, man. Because I think the world needed to laugh a little bit. You know what I mean? They needed to lighten up. And Kanye bought that, man. How, the best way to do it is to jump on Drink Champs and take a couple of little swigs and a little smoky and talk your shit. You know what I mean?
Man, I really
didn't like that. Some people in his don't like what he said.
You know what, man? Kanye's one of my favorite rappers, and he's very misunderstood. And what I will say is it was a good interview because he wasn't yelling. He was just talking, speaking his truth, speaking the way he wants to speak. And I appreciate Nori and EFN for allowing him to speak. A lot of times, a lot of people cut him off. They don't allow him to speak. So he really got a lot of shit off his chest, man. So I respect what he said. He felt what he felt. You know what I mean? He took a couple of shots at people and shit, but it was the truth, man. And he wasn't really holding back. So people needed that shit for real.
Yeah, definitely, man. And it is what it is. It's Kanye, and you was going to get Kanye that day, man. Chevy Red, what up, girl? Long time. You know what it is.
Word, Chevy. What's good, man? What's good?
Definitely sponsored. She in the building as well. Shout out to Bird.
That's what it is. Yeah, man.
What about
yeah.
What about Jada and Will? What about Jada and Will?
Man, Jada Pinkett and Will Smith, man. I mean,
You know, once upon
You
a
know,
time, I really enjoyed just looking at Jada, just, you know, feeling her vibe through the screen and thinking she's one sexy, beautiful woman. But now, man, it's a whole totally different story, man.
you know, it's interesting you say that. Tomorrow, my show tomorrow, I'm going to touch on things that women are proud of that they shouldn't be. You know what I'm saying? Things that women are proud of today and they shouldn't be. Tomorrow at 8:15 a.m. on Alpha Villain's YouTube channel. But you're right. You know, somebody can look physically attractive, can be sexy, but their attitude. Look at Brittany Renner. Brittany Renner's an attractive woman, but the shit that comes out of her mouth, the poison, her mentality, the way that she thinks and moves and shit makes her very ugly. You know, Will, we've all been in love, man. You know what I'm saying? Some of us are still in love. Will is just a man right now, man. I feel like he was damaged. He made a lot of mistakes despite him being Will Smith. And I think because of the book coming out and shit, I think he's really trying to reclaim his life, bro. Yeah, I think he's really trying to reclaim his life. And everybody deserves that second chance, man. Even though we all clowning him, at the end of the day, man, it's still Will Smith, bro. And he's human. But I think Jada, that was a bad move, bro. And not to mention, Tupac imprinted her, bro. Tupac imprinted her. Will Smith was not Jada's first choice, bro. Tupac was. But Will Smith was the safe bet, and it was Will Smith. You know what I mean? So that's the real truth.
I agree with you. I agree with you, man. Yeah, you took the words out of my mouth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But at the same time, too, fuck Jada.
On everything. Fuck Jada. Fuck Peaches. All of that shit. Because at the end of the day, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, one time, you know what I mean? Your girl, wifey, she embarrassed you. She said she out of pocket. Fine. Everybody's human. But to continuously do it, that just goes to show that you have no regard for me. Jada Pinkett Smith is a D-list actress. She would not have a red table. She would not have. Right. And she would never have a red table without Will Smith, bro. So at the end of the day, this is a woman who just really feels entitled to something that she never really deserved in the first place, bro. So I'm team Will Smith all day, and I hope he kicks her ass to the curb. That's real.
Fucking right. Mike Wu, man, I appreciate the badge. What up, Will?
Peace.
Big shout to Money B from Digital Underground. Got in touch with me. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Rest in peace, Shock G. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Shout to Money B. Everybody share the live. Please share the live. You know what it is.
Share the live. Word.
Also, buy a badge if you support your boy. And also big shout to who else I want to say. Big shout to Lil Zane. Got in touch with me as well, man. Lil Zane is also on the new TV hit show BMF. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So he's coming to Miami, and we're gonna kick it for a little bit, and we're gonna talk.
Nice.
So, big shout.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Yo, man. let's talk about real quick the Travis Scott fiasco with Astro World, my G.
Man.
Yo.
First of all, let me tell you something.
Let's go.
To all
Let's
you
go.
out there that are, that's throwing these huge concerts such as, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You guys got to know how to not just, you guys got to know how to separate the crowd. You guys got to, right. You can't make it just one big bundle.
Right. It's a fire hazard. It's a hazard. Right.
Yeah, for you to create a stampede, and next you know, something like that happens, man, and it's bad, man. It's unfortunate that happened to those people. Man. What's your take on that?
Yeah, man, it is unfortunate. It's unfortunate, man. I was watching the news earlier, and there's an attorney who's representing a family whose son, a 9-year-old son, is in a coma, man, and they have to make a choice to decide whether they want to keep him as a vegetable, or or to pull the plug, man. That's a decision that a parent should never have to do. I mean, imagine a parent having to bury their child as opposed to the child burying the parents. So it's unfortunate. And, you know, there's a lot of rumors swirling around too, brother. They're talking about that shit was some satanic ritual shit, bro.
Nah.
I agree. I agree. But this is the power of the internet. The power of the internet, bro. There's more information traveling around that's wrong than what's right. And that influences a lot of people. But I think you said something very important. Travis Scott is a huge star. You got to understand, too, you got to make the facility and the situation safe for everybody, too, to avoid liabilities like this, bro. Travis says he wants to pay for funeral services. That's cool and all of that. But you can't bring back my child. You know what I'm saying? So he fumbled on that one, man. So I don't know. But it's an unfortunate situation.
Big time, man. And I think the lawsuit was kind of light, too.
I agree. I mean, Nick M says it, too. Why a 9-year-old at an adult concert? Absolutely. That's what I said. I said, yo, are you stupid or what, B? And think about it, though. There's 50,000 people in the crowd, my G. You in the front of the stage. There's no way you can go. If you in a crowd of 50,000 people, that's like Times Square, New Year's Eve, and you in the middle, there's nothing you can do, B. You just got to you done.
Yeah.
New Orleans, all that shit. Like, you just done. It's just like, all right. I mean, come on.
Drake was involved in that concert, too, no?
I believe, yes. I believe Drake's camp was involved. You know what I mean? I think he funded it, or he was a silent investor. So the lawsuits are actually addressed to him as well.
Like Mr. Cooper said, the lawsuit was quick as fuck, though.
It was. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, details still are emerging. They only said 8 people died, but I think they kind of covered that number up, you know what I mean, to kind of contain the situation. But let's see what happens, bro. Let's see what happens. We got J.D. Williams coming in about 5 minutes. Real quick, Alpo Martinez. Alpo Martinez, yeah. The big drug deal, the character that was based on Paid in Full, that big drug deal that was allegedly a snitch. Yeah. He recently got killed. He was supposedly a rat. He got killed in New York and shit. And basically they said that he got killed because he was waiting for a chick, bro. He was waiting for a chick. And they're saying that a chick set him up, bro. Set him up. You know what I mean? This nigga they wanted to kill this nigga allegedly, bro. Hey.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised at all. And, you know, the situation he's in, I think a lot of people wanted to see him gone.
Absolutely. Yeah, we got to be real careful how we talk about the situation. But at the end of the day, my point is this, is a teachable moment. You know, there's consequences to all of our actions. It's called karma, right? We call it karma here, but there's consequences. There's levels to this shit. When you in a situation where you feel like you're untouchable and you talk shit about people, man, people want to touch you. When you reach a certain status, Epps, people want to take you down. They want to spread rumors about you. You know what I'm saying? So you got to move real careful in the streets. Man. I know. That's why I said it. So at the end of the day, long story short, when you do shit like that, you got to move accordingly, bro. And for Alpo to do that, to wait for to have a chick set him up, allegedly, and have him get clipped like that, man, just goes to show you how complacent he was. And he thought he was untouchable. So that's what it is.
Man, you know, that's one thing about coming out of this pandemic is that, I'm sorry, you know, and not to bash females.
Let's go.
In particular, but, you know, the motives in females' heads these days is very, 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 very outrageous. It's foul. It's
real.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, B.
Putting you in situations, setting you up. What Mobb Deep used to say back in the days? You living in a motherfucking trife life?
And it's only going to get worse. So at the end of the day, we're not here to bash women, but we just here to let everybody know, men, be careful. Women, we on to you. And, you know, just move accordingly because every dog has his day. When you do bad, you're going to get bad return back to you 2 times over. Karma's a bitch.
And women, watch what you say too, man. And keep your hands to yourself, man. Because
Word, keep your hands in your pockets. Word.
Obviously, the wrong guy will punch you in your face. You know what
That
I mean?
ass, B.
Actually, the guy, you know what I mean? He may divorce you. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
It's you know, this is stuff that women would do back in the days. Now it's men doing it. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Don't read the comments. What's up? Karma was popping. Who else in the building, man?
King Genius in the building. Karma, baby.
Yeah. I talked to Afi earlier, man. I let him know we setting up dates so he can come on the show very soon.
Let's go.
Yeah. It's only right, man. You know what I mean? Evie and Jay in the building. Nick in the building. You know what I mean? Mac Misha says, what's up?
Misha Mac, baby, what's good?
Misha Mac. DJ Just Dave in the building. Now, we do this each and every Tuesday. Alpha Villain, AV comes here, and, you know, we just discuss what's going on in the world, man. And AV, you know, I always appreciate you. Let them know where they can find you and all that good stuff before we bring in JD Williams.
Yo, I appreciate you. Shout out to Team Epps. Yo, Monday through Friday, 8:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Alpha Villain's YouTube channel. Finish your breakfast with AV. Tomorrow's topics: things women are proud of and why they're alone. Check me out, bro. Yo, I think you'll enjoy the show. I appreciate you, Epps. I'll see you next week. And let's talk offline, too, about that other situation, my G. Let's get it.
Nah, definitely. Let's do that. Let's definitely do that. AV, man, have a good night. Zo, you know what it is.
You too, brother. Peace.
My Haitian brother. That's my guy right there. Don't forget it, man. November 27th, my day party in Miami in Wynwood. It's all about Keith Murray performing live. It's all about my family, Rod Digger, coming to perform live at my day party November 27th in Wynwood, Miami, Florida, at the Joint. Don't forget it. All right, man. Hey, there he goes. JJ.
What's going on? What's up, brother? Good to meet you, brother. Good to meet you. Your name and your reputation precedes you, man.
Oh, man. Thank you, JD, man. I'm glad to have you as a brand new friend, man. And, you know, and you take time out to come on my show and come party with me, man. I appreciate you. How's your day going, man?
It's going beautifully. You know, we breathing, we living, you know, saw some sunlight today, so that's good. Touched some grass, you know, it was all right. Gotta definitely thank Bernadette, you know, Santos over at Uniquely Coordinated for hooking us up.
Definitely,
you know,
man. Definitely. The show is sponsored by Uniquely Coordinated. So shout out to my girl Bern holding us down as well. JD, man. Everybody, if you don't know who JD Williams, please Google my guy. Follow my guy. You know what I mean? You see him right there, the real JD Williams. You see him all over HBO. You see him on a bunch of movies, a bunch of TV shows. Like Oz or The Wire and Sopranos and so on, man. And we're going to talk about all of that in a little bit. And JD, man, you know, I'm a DJ. I know you're familiar with DJs.
For sure.
Before we get into your world, like, who's your favorite DJ? Who do you like listening to now or when you was growing up?
Oh, well, you know, I'm from Brick City, so... You know, we got, yeah, you know, I can take it all the way back to the classics. You know, of course, we could always go with, you know, our Kid Capri's, our Ron G's, you know, stuff like that, you know, if we going back there. But, you know, man, I always got respect for the greats. You know, I met Red Alert when I was young, you know, first started going out the clubs. Of course, we're going to have to throw Kid Capri in there, you know, of course. Yeah, it's so many great DJs, you know, especially, you know, coming from this side. And I'm sure I'm missing a whole bunch of people from the South and the West. But yeah, over here, man, you know, all the classics. I like all the classic DJs. Q from fucking Juice.
Yeah. You know, I talked to a couple of directors, man, and one thing that needs to be, you know, that needs to come out or you know, they need to do again is another Juice movie, another DJ movie, you know what I mean? Just to inspire artists, DJs, you know what I mean? Clubs, you know what I mean?
Well, I think it'll come back around because, you know, it got to be trendy. It got to be a cycle for it. Just like, you know, probably in another couple of years, a new skateboard movie going to come out, you know, because it's going to be trendy to be skateboarding again. You know, something's going to happen. So eventually, I'm pretty sure, you know, we'll get a boom somewhere where it's going to end up being it. But remember, y'all don't have the same equipment. You know, it's not the same sport like it used to be. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it had to be different.
Technique's got to come back somewhere, somehow.
Yeah. So it got to be something that they got to compete for.
Let me show you something. Like, so I do my show Monday to Friday, and one of the reasons I did that is because I was watching D Nice. You know what I mean? Coming out of the pandemic.
For sure. Oh, D Nice. Yes, we can't forget the God. Definitely.
Of course. And I'm like, yo, man. Everybody's like, yo, jump on a live Epps and start spinning for the world. So I did that, but I said, I want to do it different. I don't want to do it like, you know, how D Nice is doing it. So I stayed on my turntables. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I have to.
I keep a turn. I keep a set of turntables and some records, and I don't even DJ. I just keep it. I do. It's nice to look at. I be having it set up in my house, and it's just nice to look at. Like, and every now and then, I'll put something on. You know what I'm saying? Every now and then.
Like your old parents, how they used to have their little tape deck and turntable on the shelf.
No lie. No, seriously. I got the whole setup. Equalizer, headphones, the whole everything. Needles. I be playing BT Express all out on Sundays. Wow.
Word, man. So let me ask you. So you're from New Jersey, and of course you grew up with, you know, Naughty by Nature and Redman. I noticed you was on the set of Redman the other day, and he was directing something. You know what I mean? I don't know if it was a video or it was a movie.
That was I caught the tail end of a video. I believe he was doing. It was a video / promo / movie. I think he was doing. So I was just fortunate enough to just catch the end of that. You know, you mentioned Redman, Naughty by Nature. Like, even when we talk about Latifah, I heard you said you was doing something with Digga. It's crazy because, you know, back in the 90s when they was first coming out, you know, these was people that I was like looking up to, you know, and really, you know, impressed by and affected by. So for me to know them now and get to talk to them and have a couple of phone numbers, and, you know, I think that's, you know, that's a blessing. That's dope. You know what I'm saying? And to get to get to see what they doing. Yeah, it's dope. So, and like I said, especially when it's a hometown thing, like these is all my hometown people, and now they know my name too. So I really enjoy that, you know. So yeah, that's cool as hell.
Hey, Quote, thank you for the follow. Everybody buy a badge if you're just tuning in, man. I got the actor, director, JD Williams in the building, man. JD, talk to me about how you first started, you know, in this world of acting. Like, when did you find out that you wanted to be an actor? Were you a class clown in school? Did you know you wanted to be on TV at all times?
Well, all right. It was a couple of little flags that was going up, but the main one I could say, just to give you a quick story, it was mostly me and my mom, and we would move around a lot. You know what I'm saying? I was raised by my grandmother too, my mom and my grandmother. But me and my mom would move around a lot, and whenever we would move, I would have to go to a different school. One time I went to 3 different schools in one semester, you know, so it was like I always had to kind of figure out how am I going, you know, get low, how am I going to get into this whole system every time. And usually I would end up doing like either the drama club, or the principals in those new schools will always have me like in front of the whole school, like the next week reading in front of the whole school, like an assembly or doing a speech or something like that. So I always had a thing about, you know, public oration. That wasn't ever a problem with me. So, and then my memory, and then it was just kind of like rolled into me going to Arts High School, you know, where Savion Glover, Tisha Campbell graduated from, Michael B. Jordan graduated after me, you know, so it was kind of like that. It was just kind of like a, you know, it was a blessing. It was kind of, I was getting led right towards it as long as I was always doing what I was supposed to be doing, you know. So that's the main thing I did, just, you know, stay out of trouble, kept myself busy and other things. But then I got to Arts High School. My drama teacher, she introduced me to an agency. The agency just started sending me out on auditions. And after 4 years of going to school, like training every day, you know, you come out. I came out kind of tough. I was hungry, and I was very, which I'm still am, but I was very sharp, you know, and I was out in really tough competition mode, you know. So I was just booking everything, and I was being like super aggressive, and, you know, I was just really green and new. Like one time I threw myself off camera during an audition, and it got me the part, in Oz, but I wouldn't have the balls to do that now, like throw myself off of a camera, because now I'm too conscious of it as an adult and as the type of actor that I am as a professional. But back then I was just like, I'm going. It's all about the performance, you know? So that's how I basically got into it. Went to Arts High School. My teacher threw me out to the agent. The agent started sending me on auditions, and I just kept it going.
What was your first break?
I mean, like I said, it's kind of funny because everything kind of happened right on top of itself. So first thing I say that I did that was the staple was a Double Mint commercial. And the reason I gave that the number one is because back then, if you remember, when we was younger, Double Mint commercials used to have twins in it all the time.
Yes.
So this was like the first one that they did where it was no twins. And, you know, we grew up watching TV when we was young. I'm like, you ever notice how they put the gum in their mouth? And I'm like watching it. Yeah, right. And I'm like, damn, am I gonna get to do that one day? So I get this commercial, right? And I'm like thinking it's a Double Mint commercial. They just had us running around the park. And I got to be the dude that put the gum in his mouth. So then I was like, bet, I'm an actor now. I already know. I'm good. Like that's the staple of TV. So then a couple of weeks later, I ended up booking a Law and Order, and then the next couple of weeks later, I ended up, you know, people started asking me, and you know how you start speaking stuff into existence. So people started asking, yo, when you gonna be on New York Undercover? I was like, in a couple months. Boom, got it. When you gonna get on a TV series? I was like, in another couple of months. Boom, there go Oz. And so it was a lot of things that I was asking for that I was getting. But like I said, you know, you gotta meet your blessing halfway there. You gotta stay ready. So.
And pray up, you know what I mean? Is it like a DJ sometimes? You know, you being at the right time, right place, and then you get that gig, you know what I mean? Does that happen to actor most of the time?
Yeah. I mean, well, just like with anything, timing is usually essential. You know, timing is so important with anything. Like, as a matter of fact, the show that I'm on right now, Saints and Sinners, you know, as much as I audition, as much as I do book things, I got this part. I was on the phone with my agent, and she got a phone call from the producer on the other line. Mm-hmm. And she just told him, she was like, I'm on the phone on the other line with J.D. Williams. He was like, what, J.D. Williams? Ask him if he wants to be in this show. And that's how I got that part. And like I said, I'm used to auditioning and, you know, competing and earning my parts and, you know, really working for things. But sometimes, you know, that opportunity meets that prep, and it just happens.
How's your mindset when you're getting ready to audition for like The Sopranos or something like that? You know what I mean? Davis Maria, how you doing? Happy birthday.
Well, back then when I was doing Oz, remember, like, Oz was the first one, and then Sopranos came, and then Sex and the City. So it was kind of like a family kind of dynamic. Like, that was our brother show, and Sex and the City was our sister show. And if you look at the shows, you can see a lot of the actors was rotating in those shows. Like, a lot of people from Oz guest starred on both of those shows, and we just would get in that. We would, you know, get all of that experience and really kind of do an ensemble type of thing. But it was big, you know. So when I got those, you know, I was, like I said, I was just happy to be on it. I was grateful to be working. I already knew that both of these shows was, you know, well done and, you know, great shows to be on. And like, we grew up watching HBO. You know, I remember Dream On and Gary Shandling and all that HBO stuff. So just even that in itself was like, you know, something that I was, you know, gassed about when I was doing it. But yeah, doing those things and getting to work with those people, that's another thing about me. My mindset is really about the work. So I get in, I do mine, I get out. A lot of times, sometimes I don't even see what I do. I just do it, and I live in the moment, and I go, because it's like, it's kind of that crackhead thing where you gotta be on the next job. You don't really get time to celebrate what you doing, especially if you're doing it. Because if you're doing it, that means it's already over. You got to be thinking about the next thing. You know, the only time you get to chill is before you start a job. Like, you know, a job is coming. Yeah. That pause in between that's when you get to play a little bit. But once you start work, you got to be looking for the next job.
HBO kind of looks like you're that to-go-to guy.
I mean, I guess in a way, you know, like I can say this because sometimes the way you said it,
JD, he'll do it.
The way you said it is like this. some people might ask me, do I feel typecast? You know what I'm saying? But the way you said it is like, yeah, it's like I definitely am a team player. You know what I'm saying? People know what I could do. They know the role I can fulfill.
Yeah.
You know, even the night of, right? And the night of, I don't know if you saw that, but even that was done in a special way with me in mind. You know what I'm saying? I was included, and the director was Steve Zalian. He produced Schindler's List, and he did a whole bunch of stuff. But he's like one of Steven Spielberg's, homies. But yeah, it's always kind of a collaborative, a little bit of a collaborative effort. I'm glad, like you said, that I do get to, interject and do have some life and some personality in the stuff that I do. And when people see me, I'm glad they can say, all right, there go JD, something going to happen. He ain't just going to show up and walk out. You know what I'm saying? So that's good. So I'll roll with that. It's not, I don't feel like I said, like it's a typecasting or a pigeonhole or anything like that. I think I'm kind of establishing a brand, and once I do, and as I get older and I get more roles and things happen, it's going to expand. I'm not in a rush. I just want to entertain, provide for my family and create,
So without giving me or giving all of us a lot of information, talk to me about Saints and Sinners. I know that's a new show, but at the same time, you're on your 5th season? Is it 6th season?
Yo, it's crazy. We about to start the 6th season of Saints and Sinners, and I gotta really thank the fans for real, because it's basically it's a soap opera. Like it's like Empire, but it's based in a church, right?
Yeah.
So it's just like a bunch of melodrama, backstabbing, twists and turns, just drama. And it's crazy. It's a fun show. It's Clifton Powell, Vanessa Calloway, Belle Calloway, Jasmine Burke, Dawn Halfkinney, Christian Keys, Trey Chaney, Keith Robinson. Like it's a really strong cast.
Yeah.
So, and we have fun doing it. So people that watch it, they having fun doing it. We only do 8 episodes a year. People be waiting for them, and every year they ask for more. So we made number 6. Like I said, I thought the show would, we'd do a good 3, 4, but it been going up every year. And we also bounces first hour-long drama television series. Obviously, we're one of the most successful shows on the channel. So it's doing well, man. It's doing really well, So if I get a chance, check it out. Yeah.
Shout out to Keith Robinson, and I peeped around. I saw a couple of skits, and I'm gonna go ahead and definitely peep that show out, man. Me and wifey like to sit down and just pick out some shows and watch them. So we definitely gonna go ahead and support you and watch that. Now,
if she like crazy ass drama, if she like some crazy stuff that you like, nah. If she like that type of stuff, she gonna love Saints and Sinners. Like if you like some stuff that you just be like, what? How?
I think she gonna like that.
Especially church people. When you like, oh, these are some of the worst church people you ever seen in your life, bro. It's crazy. It's craziness.
Definitely gonna check that out, man. And I want everybody to do the same thing, man. Saints and Sinners. It's on Bounce TV.
Yes. Bounce TV. Check your local listings. It's regular TV, like terrestrial TV. Okay, so you might have to look for it a little bit harder to find Bounce, but Bounce is a growing network, so it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. But yeah, just check it out. Oh, but there's apps, Brown Sugar app, Bounce TV app. Saints and Sinners is also on Hulu, and I think we just got on Amazon. I'm not sure, but we definitely on Hulu.
Dope. What do you prefer, directing, writing, or acting?
It's kind of funny. It depends on the story, because sometimes I don't mind not being in the story, so that would be the directing and the writing. But sometimes if I want to be in the story and help tell the story, then I might want to be in it. So it depends. It depends on what it is, because I love doing all of them, really. I would say, I guess as you get older, and you get less physical, you'll want to do more directing and writing, But right now I'm still good. I still have a lot of energy and a lot of characters in me and a lot of things that I would like to do. So acting, and definitely I got to get paid. So acting right now is like something that, you know, is the priority.
Has it been different, any harder doing any of these jobs after the pandemic versus what you used to do before the pandemic?
Just as far as the process, you know, like you got to audition, you got to record your own auditions mostly now and edit them and send them in. And, you know, like it's a couple of more, you can't have people come to the set, you know, or stuff like that. Like, so there's small things like that. Maybe you might be filming and then they might have to stop filming for a little while because somebody caught COVID or something like that. So there's small things like that. It's just momentum is a little stuttered right now. Like, as a matter of fact, they reached out to me last year to see. I don't want to spoil anything, but they was checking for.
Don't give too much.
They reached out to me on one of those 50 Cent shows. I'm not gonna say which one. Okay. I'll do that for you. And to check my availability to see if they could incorporate me into the storyline. But then the show got shut down for COVID and they had to redirect the storyline. So maybe it'll come back around, but that's just to your point of, you know, how is this, the coof affecting everybody? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's what I see, you know.
Speaking about 50, have you been watching this new BMF show?
I haven't caught it yet, but I mean, I know the deal. I already know. Right now, I'm fucking with the Wu-Tang right now. That American Saga, I'm on that right now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's where I'm at with it right now. But, you know, and that's the thing about, you know, 50 shows, especially, you know, the shows like Power, Raising Kanan, all that. Like, we got to support those shows. Definitely stay aware of those shows so that we can keep creating those shows. Because he definitely, you know, putting a lot of people on, you know, doing his Tyler Perry thing. That's why I said, like, also, you know, I hope I get to be a part of it at some point. But yeah, I'm over here with it. Yeah, but yeah, that's the type of story. Yeah, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna catch it. Just like I caught Power eventually. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna catch him.
Let's talk about some of your past films right quick, man. Like Sex and the City. When you got that call, what did you think? Like, where you gonna fit into the situation? What you gonna be doing with who?
You mean Sex and the City? Oh, well, Well, check it out. What's funny is that I had auditioned for Sex and the City like twice before, right? I didn't get the part. And one time, hilariously, it was for some episode where they had like some cross-dressers, transvestites outside of her window making noise, outside of Carrie's window making noise all night or whatever. And they was getting like, trying to hire like regular, you know, straight guys to. So it was funny because they send us this audition, right? And I was like this. It felt like a test to see if we was just going to show up, you know? Yeah. So the funny thing is, like, you show up to the audition and then you look around and see what other homies was in there. Like, oh, man, we was clowning each other so hard, bro. It was the funniest audition ever. Because all of us, like, you know, all of us over there in the corner, we like, yo, I'm going to go in there, right? And some dudes is like, yo, I'm going to go in there. I'm going to just mess it up on purpose. Some dudes is like, nah, I'm going to go in there and kill it, but I'm not going to do it. And then I'm like, look, man, would y'all stop worrying? Like, there's got to be someone who can do this better than us because they're really like this. Just go in there and just do it. But we had to crack. And when you would come out that room, we was like, who going to be the last one? Who going last? Because everybody that come out going to have to look somebody in the face. We already know. So yeah, but obviously we didn't get that part. But they just called and offered. Like I said, maybe it was a test because they just called and offered me a part in a later episode without me auditioning. And it just went down like that. And, you know, it was like, I was like, great. I think that was actually probably the second job I was ever just offered. Like the first one was Homicide, Life on the Street. I was tripping off that. And then this happened. That one was next, I believe. But yeah, but so like I said, I think it's kind of a give and take kind of thing. Sometimes, you know, you gotta meet it halfway sometimes, you know.
And what about Hootie Tang?
Oh, that's actually.
What do you remember doing that video because that's one of my funniest movies I got to watch back in the day.
I remember everything about Pootie Tang, bro, because it was crazy. Like it didn't. Like you know when you watch the movie, how it don't make no sense at first.
Yeah.
The whole time we was making it was like that. It didn't make no sense. The whole thing didn't make no sense, but they was getting it done. Yo, word. I'm like, this is fun. This is the scene. Okay, all right. So anyway, I get the script, whole script, and this is back then. So I used to read all my scripts thoroughly, check them out, see what's going on in it. Swear to God, I got to the second page and I closed it. I was like, this don't make no sense. I was like, I don't have to memorize nothing for this, man. I don't even get this. So then anyway, I go into the audition, right? And I'm thinking I'm just gonna go in and because the character I went in for was the one that just keep repeating people, JB. Yeah. So all I had to do was just a repeat. So I was like, I don't even got to memorize what I'm saying. I just got to repeat what the guy say in a funny way, right? Cool. I can do that. So I walk in the room and Chris Rock is sitting right there at the table. And now I'm like, oh, I got to act like I got to chill. Like, and I'm like, damn, I can't even bug out. Like, and you know, this is prime Chris Rock, like back when Black President Chris Rock, you know, like crazy. Like, so anyway, I get in front of him, I do the lines. And I just hold it down. Like I don't geek out. I don't fade out or nothing like that. Right.
Yes.
And he jumps up and he says, nah, hold on. He said, I want you to read this part again. Do it again. So we did it. Yeah. I did it with him and he improv. So now I'm improvising with Chris Rock in an audition that I did not prepare for, you know. And we just going back and forth, and I'm giving it to him. You know, I'm keeping, because I guess he wanted to also see if I could keep a straight face. Yeah. So I'm doing that, and I'm going at it, and then, you know, the audition is done, and he puts his arm around me, kind of like, you know, like on the side, and he's like, oh, man, I love you. He's like, we got to have Wangler from Oz in here. He said this, so I'm like, okay. All right, we got to have Kenny from Oz. Yeah, and I'm like, all right, bet, thanks. So anyway, they wrote me in, or I don't know if they wrote it in, but they gave me the part of Froggy. And like I said, I had no idea what was going on in that movie. I just was having fun with it. I was like, everybody else having fun, and we doing whatever, and they letting me do whatever. So I was like, cool. And even then, with the thing, when I was like, yo, my character don't even like to get dirty. They was like, oh, we like that. So my whole gang is dirty, but I'm the one that's not dirty. So yeah, so that was fun. Pootie Tang was a lot of fun. It was ridiculous, but it was fun.
I could imagine. I was like,
yo, but everybody was there. Lance Cruther. I got to meet Missy. It was so many people in that movie. Robert Vaughn. You know, it was obviously Chris Rock, JB Smooth. That's where I'm at, JB Smooth, and Mario Joyner. Yeah, it was like so many people there. Like, you know, it was great to be a part of it because also, but I did realize, I said Louis C.K., who wrote it. And I'm like to myself, I'm like, this movie is so stupid. It's going to live forever. So I knew that when I was doing it. I was like, yo, this is so dumb. People going to watch this forever. And so I definitely was like, I got to be a part of this. I have to.
Yeah. Some stupid movies end up being the $1 billion movie sometimes, man. Believe it or not.
Girl, yeah, well,
a hit record, you know what I mean? That is.
Well, it's because stupidity is timeless.
I think that's the best way to say it. Before you get up out of here, man, Bodie.
You got it.
Like from The Wire, that you know, you get that a lot when you walk around the streets. They call you Bodie, right? Instead of Jada.
For sure. Bodie or Brody.
How proud are you with The Wire? Because I'm pretty sure that's probably one of your biggest ones.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, I'm very proud to have been in it, been a part of it. You know, the people, the cast that was in it, the writers, everything. Like, I mean, what can I say? Like, it's like asking like Al Pacino, how proud are you of Scarface? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's something that helped, you know, solidify you, and something that you can always, you know, turn back to show, you know, what your skill level, or you know what you have to offer, and just the work you put in. So I'm proud of it. I like the audience and the fans, because it's such a slow burn. It's always picking up new people, or it's always somebody that's like, yo, I gotta watch that again, and I'm catching something else. So I think that's what I appreciate the most about it, is that people really absorbing it. You know what I'm saying? And it's really still being discovered and found and enjoyed. You know, it's not like, and people like to compare it to, you know, stuff like Breaking Bad or The Sopranos, or, you know, stuff like that, which is cool. But, and this might be one of the advantages that something like BMF might have. The Wire is based on real things, real people, you know.
Right.
The city of Baltimore, that's a real place, you know, the way it is. So I think that's one of the things that resonates with people, that is something that they can really touch and something they can really study, you know. And that's what I appreciate about it, is the way people are really, the way that it affects people, in the way that people, you know, learn from it and enjoy it. That's what I get from it the most.
Damn right. JD, man, I ain't gonna take up too much of your time. I gotta go.
Hey, you got it, man. Have me back sometime, man. I'll come back.
No, definitely, man. And whenever you come to Miami, hit me up too, man. We gonna have dinner, lunch, something.
You already know.
You out to the parties.
Yo, don't worry. I within the next 2 months, we gonna link up.
Definitely, man. Everybody, man, please, man, follow my guy, the real JD Williams. You know what I mean? And also, man, check out the new season, season 6, right?
That's right. Saints and Sinners, season 6. Bounce TV. Y'all know what it is.
Saints and Sinners. Go check that out, man. And JD, man, I want you.
Let me tell you about a couple other things real quick. Another thing is, which I was thinking about, there's a large independent film scene in New Jersey, you know, and in Newark, and especially in Essex, you know, which I've been a part of, I say, for the last 10, 15 years. And by that, I mean, it's you know, a lot of independent filmmakers, directors, writers, people who never made movies before, that just want to learn how to make movies that are out here, you know. And so a lot of times I might work with somebody who, you know, just went and bought a camera and just, you know, started writing something, and now it's like a lot of people that's been making these independent films, such as homeboy Alonzo Herring. He got his King of Newark series. It's just so many. And like, even in New York, like I said, we got Ray Luke, who's doing Foster Sin, which you're gonna see me pop up in that. We got the homies down in Philly, Derek Hammond. They got The Probe, and we just did Scam City. So I'm bringing all this up to say that a lot of times, you know, it's smaller people that need a look, you know, that need a shot. And so everybody watch out for a lot of these, you know, smaller projects, and support, you know, independent projects, because one thing is, they only get better and better and better and better. Right. And that's what people need, you know. Right. And a lot of times people will say, well, I'm doing this type of film. Yeah, I do big budget things, you know, I do solid things also, but it also helps, you know, people, especially people with that drive and ambition, where they just keep doing it. It helps to pay it forward and go in and, you know, lend my services and show my face and try to get some support for those people. So out there, everybody support, like I said, watch out for the projects that I just mentioned, but also, you know, support independent filmmakers, because, you know, everybody has a dream, like somebody said right here, and everybody want to, you know, express themselves. So just wanted to throw that out there.
Yep. Teamwork makes the dream works, like Just Vibe Music just said. Yo, JD, that's awesome, man. And we thank you for giving us some knowledge, taking us through your journey in life and whatnot. And yo, you always got a friend over here, man. Yo, I can't wait to meet you in person.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Head over to
sir.
Miami. If I'm coming to Jersey, I'm gonna tap in too. All right.
I got you. I'm telling you, we about to link. I'm telling you, we gonna go live.
Bet that up. JD, have a good night, man, and thank you once again for coming on the DJ Epps and Friends show. JD Williams, everybody, we thank you for hanging out with us today, man. Next week we got Money B from Digital Underground gonna be in the building, man. This is the #1 DJ show consistently on IG, Monday to Friday, 10 p.m. Eastern, and I got an R&B mix I'm gonna put down for them ladies. Yeah, ladies, I'm gonna put that dick down on my. Ooh, it's gonna be hot.
Give it to him. Give it to him.
All right, everybody, have a good night. You know what it is, man. JD, thank you again. Alpha Villain, AV, you know what it is. Y'all have a good night. Peace.
Peace.